So last time we talked about those games were made into cartoons. Now let's delve into the next item, games made into movies. Now I reviewed a few of these in the past, so if you want to watch them, there will be a nice link to a playlist in the description. And now, I'm Professor Retro, and this is Games Made into Movies. What do you get when you put together one of the best PS4 franchises, Uncharted, and film? You get the movie Uncharted. Yes, in February of last year, Uncharted hit the screens after years of production delays and rumors. This one stars Tom Holland. Now, I personally love the games, but after seeing previews of the movie, I never wanted to see it. So I will go by what GameRant.com says. So according to them, what the movie did to the character of Chloe Frazer should be a war crime. Mark Wahlberg made a possible Sully, but the real star was Tom Holland, who combined his charm with his athletic abilities from Spider-Man and carried the whole movie. The early 2000s gave us some doozy of horrible bad game movies, but the one that actually was good is Silent Hill. Now yes, it was a clunky at times, but it made up for that with chills and a decent cast. Plus you get to see a live-action Pyramid Head. Resident Evil. This movie is basically a cult classic in my mind. You get the idea of the first game starring Mila Jovovich as Alice, taking place in the game's universe. Also, what makes it awesome at the end is set up for sequels. We get 6 of them to be exact. I would love to binge watch this movie again. What do you get when you take a successful reboot of a classic game and what you learn not to do from past movie failures? You get a way better Tomb Raider movie. Now this one stars Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft. Much better choice than Angelina Jolie. This one actually looked like it stuck to the concept of the games better than the last two. What do you get when you mix Adam Sandler, Kevin James, and Peter Dinklage with video games? You get Pixels. This is an awesome romp through everything retro gaming. The movie starts out in the past, and the 3 main characters are kids competing in an arcade game competition. Then fast forward to present time when, for some reason, the characters from those classic games come to life. Adam, Kevin, and Peter make a great team in this movie as they have to battle the likes of Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, and Space Invaders in an effort to save the Earth and be pixelated. If you ever bought the Final Fantasy VII compilation, you got your hands on Final Fantasy Advent Children. Now I know about the horrible Final Fantasy Spirits Within movie that had absolutely nothing to do with the game. Advent Children makes up for that in spades, taking place 2 years after Final Fantasy VII, when a trio is kidnapping children infected with a mysterious disease. The American voice cast is awesome with Steve Burton and Rachel Lee Cook. I suggest you find this and watch it, and avoid Spirits Within at all costs. So with the Mortal Kombat movie that most now know and its sequel coming out, I must enlighten you on a little-known movie known as Mortal Kombat, made in '95. Oh, many times can one say Mortal Kombat. Anyway, this campy, exciting, and awesome movie captured the true spirit of the game to a T. It had all the characters from the game, from Liu Kang to Guru. This to me is the one to watch. What happens when you take one of the earliest hit mobile games, Angry Birds, and film it? You get the Angry Birds movie. This one captures the game as well, and pretty much that's all I have to say. You know I had to include this one now that Ash Ketchum's Pokemon journey has officially ended. So let's harken back to the first movie. It starts out with our trio, Ash, Misty, and Brock, deciding to take a break from catching Pokemon and head to a theme park designed for youth-casted Pokemon. Then cut to a scientist hired by the head of Team Rocket to create a living weapon made from the eyelash of Mew. I'll leave you with that. Now onto our number 1 spot, Tron. This movie is awesome. Now it's not about an actual video game, but to say this movie came out in 1982. But its inspiration actually dates back to when director and screenwriter Steven Eisenberg got intrigued by seeing the game Pong. with a stellar cast featuring Jeff Bridges as Kevin Flynn in Clue, Bruce Boxleitner as Tron, Bradley, and many more. Take the concept of a game engine so powerful that it only makes you feel like the game, but digitizes you in the game. This is one that is a true classic and a must-see. When I first saw it, I was in total awe. Now, the sequel, Tron Legacy, well, that was a movie, just not a good one. There you have my list of video game movies, some good, some bad, but all based on a video game in some sense. What ones on the list do you remember seeing? I would love to hear about it. Anyway, time to gather up your empty popcorn boxes, entering cuffs, proceed to the exit, and head home. And remember to mash the like button, ring that bell, and smash the subscribe button. I'm Professor Richard saying class is dismissed and game on.